Hello, children. Today, let's start with chapter 2 Ecosystem and its resources. Right? What is resources? What it is? The things which we utilize in our daily life. Right? Deepa is from Delhi and she went on vacation with her family to Ladakh. Everything was so different there that the trees, the plants, even the animals. There were so different things than from Delhi. Now, what do you think? What was the reason of the difference? भाई कुछ ना कुछ reason तो होगा. So, we will study about the land resources, water resources, wildlife, soil, and natural vegetation. Right? So, people living in different parts of the world, what they leads to different life. And these differences can be due to factors like land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Let's study about all these factors one by one. As you know that first is land resource, which is 29% of the total area of the Earth's surface. A large part of this area is not suitable for human to live because of the extreme climate. With climate बहुत extreme है, rugged terrain है, and there is a lack of natural resource, like there is no water. So the reason with rugged topography, steep mountain flows, low-lying areas that often get waterlogged, deserts are covered with thick forests, are usually sparsely populated and not habited at all. So the reason like plains and river valleys, they are densely populated as they are suitable for agriculture, right? Next, we have mountains. If we talk about mountains, what are these? These are the huge landforms that rise above the surrounding land and they are the highest region on the surface of the earth. In India, Himalayas stretch over a distance of 2,400 kilometers. Now, what are plateaus? These are elevated tableland that cover about 45% of the Earth's land surface in India. South of northern plate is the ancient plateau, which is made up of which type of rock? Igneous also and metamorphic also. That is why what we call it Deccan Plateau. Then we have plains, that is fertile area that lies at low altitude. They are fertile as they are formed by deposition of alluvium, which is brought down by the rivers. These landforms are known to have what highest density of population owing to fertility of the land. The plains formed by river Ganga and Brahmaputra. If we talk about the plains that are formed by river Ganga and Brahmaputra, they are the most fertile plain, right? The northern plain is the largest plain in India, covering area of 7 lakh square kilometer, and it is 2,400 kilometer long and 240 to 320 kilometer broad. Now, use of land. So, we use land for different purpose like agriculture, forestry, mining, building house, roads, railways and setting up industry. So, this is commonly known as land use. The factors that is responsible, that is वहाँ की टोपोग्राफी क्या है, वहाँ का सॉइल का टेक्सचर क्या है, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन कैसी है, अवेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर क्या है, मिनरल क्या है और पॉपुलेशन जो उस प्लेस की है, क्या वहाँ की टेक्नोलॉजी है, ये इस चीजों पे डिपेंड है. Land can be classified on the basis of ownership as private land or community. Private land, which is owned by individuals, जैसे हमारा घर हो गया, right? Community land, which is owned by a particular community, like parks हो गए, halls हो गए, मतलब हर कोई आ सकता है वहाँ पे, right? Community lands are also called common property resource. The availability of land is limited even though people and their demand are going very fast. Quality of land also differ from place to place due to encroachment by people upon common land to build commercial areas, housing complexes in urban area, and to expand what? Agricultural land in rural area. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern are adversely affected by the environment. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification. ये major threats हैं the environment के. What? Because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activity. Next is degradation of land. So, in recent years, land has become polluted due to the solid and liquid waste being dumped down below it. It is quite alarming that around 25% of the total land in the world has been degraded and its stock productivity has declined. जिसकी productivity है वो भी क्या हो गई, decline हो गई. So, the main cause of land degradation are deforestation, overgrazing, mining, agriculture, mismanagement and industrialization. A large part of India, it suffers from the problem of waterlogging and soil scarcity. Next is landslide. The mass movement of rock, debris, and soil down vast slope is called landslide. It is generally takes place in conjunction with earthquake, floods, and volcano. A prolonged spell of rainfall can cause landslide, which can be wreak havoc of human settlement. In hilly region, landslides are the major natural disaster that can cause loss of life and property. ठीक है, यहाँ पे लाइफ की भी लॉस हो रहा है और प्रॉपर्टी का. देन वी हैव, यहाँ पे आपको लैंडस्लाइड के बारे में दिया है जो पैंगी विलेज में आई थी किन्नौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में. यू कैन रीड इट, विच इज इन हिमाचल प्रदेश. इट डैमेज 200 मीटर स्ट्रेच ऑफ ओल्ड हिंदुस्तान तिब्बत रोड लेक. Right? So what are the mitigation techniques? Nowadays, we can manage landslide using the latest scientific techniques by understanding the factor which is causing. Let's study about that. Avoid building settlements near landslide. We can locate this area through what? Hazard mapping. Stop the landslide from slipping by the construction of retention wall. Resist landslide by increasing what? Vegetation cover. Next is you should control the movement of landslide along with rainwater spring flows by the water. Now, conservation of land resources. Need of conserve land resources so that future generation can also use that. The following method must be adopted to conserve the natural resources. Overgrazing should be restricted. Afforestation to prevent land reclamation. Use of fertilizer and pesticides in agriculture. Gardening, it should be controlled and regulated. Use of organic manure, it should be encouraged, right? Next, we have soil. Soil is very important as it governs the agriculture pattern of the particular region. We all depend upon it for survival. It is known to be renewable resource, but it takes thousands of years in its formation. Soil forms the uppermost layer of that surface and it is made up of small rock particles, dead and decayed matter of plants and animals, right? Moisture. Soil profile refers to vertical section of soil from ground surface downward to where soil meets the underlying rock. River valley generally have the best kind of soil where silt is renewed by annual flooding. Factor responsible for soil formation. So there are many factors that is responsible. We have nature of the parent rock, climatic condition, topography of a place, role of organic material taken from the soil formation, flora and fauna, microorganism. Next, we have parent rock. What is determined? Color, texture, chemical properties, mineral content and permeability of soil. Next is climate, temperature, rainfall क्या करता है? Influence करता है. किसको? Weathering and humus formation. Topography, altitude and slope determine the accumulation of soil. Next is role of organic matter. Let's study about the time first. It determines the thickness of the soil profile. Flora and fauna affect the rate of human formation in the soil. Next is type of soil in India. India is a agriculture country. It is vast country. The soil across the country differ from region to region. If we talk about the quality of soil, it's also differ due to what? Differences in the physical condition of different region. Owing to this condition, what you can do, you can divide this Indian soil structure into following types. We have different types of soil. First is alluvial soil. If we talk about alluvial soil found in northern plain and the eastern coastal plain of India, India is rich in fertile soil formed by deposition action of river. The main rivers of India like Ganga, Satluj, Yamuna and Brahmaputra. What do? They deposit millions of tons of silt every year. Delta farms on the coastal lines have alluvial soil. Black soil, which is found in the northern western part of Deccan Plateau, it is formed from the dark igneous rock. It gets its dark color due to what? Presence of iron, aluminium, humus, and it is suitable for cotton cultivation. Red soil, it is not so much fertile and it is found in some parts of Deccan Plateau. It needs regular supply of manure and fertilizer. Then we have laterite soil, which is a poor soil and essential salt, nutrients and minerals get washed away due to excessive rain over here. It is found in the parts of northeast India and the western Ghats and Chota Nagpur Plateau. Next is sandy soil. Loose, dry, sandy soil is found in Rajasthan and adjoining area of Gujarat, Punjab and Haryana. ये जो soil होता है कैसा होता है? Porous होता है and needs regular irrigation. Mountain soil, which is found in Himalayan region, the layer of this soil is very thin and poor in quality. Regular use of fertilizers has made it suitable for growing crops, right? Here the activity is given to you. You can read it. You may collect the sample of soil from the roadside also. Fact finder. Forest soil is found in the region where there is dense vegetation. And this type of soil is rich in humus. Why? Because of the organic matter that accumulates in the forest and it decomposes to produce the humus. So here Indian soil, major soil types has been given. Here you can see, here in this part region, you find red and yellow soil. This is your alluvial soil, right? This is forest and mountainous soil, right? These are the different soil types. Next is soil degradation and conservation. Soil erosion and depletion. These are the major threat of soil as resource. Both human and natural factors like deforestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizer, pesticides, landslide flood. This lead to degradation of soil. Soil conservation is an effort put in by the people to conserve the fertility of the soil and prevent soil erosion. Here are the following steps that should be taken to conserve the soil. First is mulching. The layer of organic matter, straw which covers the bare ground between plants, helps to retain soil moisture. Then we have counter barrier, which build along the counters using stones, grass, soil. Trenches are made in front of the barriers to collect water. Then we have rock dam. These are the small barriers. छोटे छोटे barriers होते हैं. Dams होते हैं जो हम build करते हैं from stone, sand, gravel and other durable material across drainage way. In this, rocks are piled up to slow down the flow of water. ये क्या prevent करता है? Gullies को, right? And further soil loss also. Now terrace farm. Broad flat steps or terraces are made on the steep slopes. You can see mountains to provide surface to grow crops. Terrace reduce what? Surface runoff. Now intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternative row and sown at different times to protect soil from washing away in the waves. Now shelter belts. Rows or trees are planted to check the wind movement to protect soil cover. Counter plowing means plowing of land along the counter in the parallel way instead up and down, right? This prevents what? Soil erosion also. Here some question is given to you. You have to answer them. Right, now we'll move to the next topic, that is water, which is very important, vital, renewable resource. 3/4 of the surface is covered with water only, which is both saline bhi hai or fresh bhi. The saline water prevents it in the seas and ocean to unfit for drinking. The ocean and seas accounts for about 97% of Earth's water, while fresh water accounts only about 3%. और नियरली जो 30% ऑफ द फ्रेश वाटर है वो आपको कहाँ मिलता है? अर्थ पे एज आइस कैप्स एंड ग्लेशियर इन एंटार्क्टिका, ग्रीनलैंड एंड माउंटेनियस रीजन. But this water is inaccessible. While due to its location, only 1% of fresh water is easily available and it is fit for human use also. It is found as groundwater, surface water in rivers, lakes and water vapor in the atmosphere. Fresh water is therefore the most spacious substance on the earth and the total volume of water remains constant in air. Why? Because of continuous water cycling. We use huge amount of water for different purpose, for what? Washing, drinking, cleaning. So it is also used for various purpose like agriculture, industry, generating electricity, and the major factor leading to shortage in supply of fresh water. What it is? It are increasing population, rising demands for food and cash crop, and increasing urbanization. Next is scarcity of water. You know that day by day there is scarcity of water. Why? Because the people use them unnecessarily. The distribution of fresh water is highly uneven, melting the demands of ever-growing population, drying up of water resource, and water pollution. What this have lead to? Scarcity of water. Given below are some other responsible reason for scarcity. First is distribution is not equal. Most of the rainwater flows into seas and ocean. Global warming and climate change. Modern day technology, they are increasing the demand of irrigation. Right? Next is availability of clean water. Access to clean water, adequate water has become what? A major problem nowadays. 80% of the diseases developing countries spread because of contaminated water. Water gets contaminated from sewage drain, industrial wastage. Getting clean water, drinking water is still a challenge. भाई अगर आपको साफ पानी मिल जाए ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है अभी. So one of the prominent cause of contaminated water is the discharge of pollutants through pipes, sewerage into water bodies like rivers or lakes. Conservation of water resources. As water is very important for us and for survival, immediate steps have to be taken to conserve it. If strict actions are not taken, then most of the countries of the world, especially developing countries like India, what they will face? Acute water shortage. आगे आने वाले फ्यूचर में पानी की शॉर्टेज हो जाएगी. In many parts of India, people have to walk for long distances to fetch water. Water for agriculture is also not adequate. It is therefore very important that we use the water available to us in judicious manner. The following measures can help in conservation. Afforestation help to check runoff rainwater and lets the rainwater seep underground. Restoration of ponds, tanks and lake so that they can store rainwater easily. Right now switching to organic farming and dry farming, promotion, sprinkler drip irrigation as these methods check water loss through seepage and evaporation. Water seepage in canals used for irrigation can be minimized by lining them properly. Recycling water which is used for cooling pipes in the power plants. Checking leaking and defective pipes regularly as loss of water occurs mainly because of it. Utilizing kitchen water, educating people to use buckets instead of those pipes to wash their vehicle. Now natural vegetation. Let's study about natural vegetation, which is a valuable resource that is vital for existence of the human being organism on the natural vegetation. What it refers to plant life that grows naturally in an area without human intervention. Plants and animals depend on each other for their survival. The area where plants and animals interact in accordance to their physical environment. It is known as ecosystem. It is useful in many ways like what we use. We get timber, firewood, medicines, lac, paper, resins, hubs, fruits, gum, oil from trees. Trees produce oxygen, which all living beings need for breathing. Trees give shelter to animals, they prevent soil erosion, and what they conserve? The topsoil, which is essential for growing crop. They act as shelter belt. They help in use in conservation of underground water. They also help in maintaining temperature of that. आप क्या कर सकते हो? आपके टेम्परेचर को भी मेंटेन कर सकते हो. Now distribution of natural vegetation. The distribution of natural vegetation वो किस पे डिपेंड करती है? कुछ फैक्टर्स है जैसे टेम्परेचर, वहाँ का एल्टीट्यूड, सनलाइट, टाइप ऑफ सॉइल, moisture, वहाँ का rainfall. Right? The two main important factor for the growth is temperature and moisture. Vegetation is grouped into four types. We have forest, we have grasslands, shrubs, and tundra basin. In the areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees grows naturally. और एक ही dense cover of trees बना लेते. ठीक है, जहाँ पे ज्यादा बारिश होती है. The forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply as amount of moisture decreases. जो साइज है ट्री का, जो उनकी डेंसिटी है वो भी क्या हो जाती है? रिड्यूस हो जाती है, कम हो जाती है. So short stunt trees and grasses grow in the region having moderate rainfall, forming the grasslands of the world, and thorny shrubs grows in dry areas with low rainfall. In such area, plants have deep roots. These leaves are either thorny or have waxy surface, जिससे आप moisture को reduce कर सकते हो through transpiration. And tundra vegetation, where they are found? They are found in the polar region. Natural vegetation in India. Now we move to our next topic, that is natural vegetation in India. So Indian forests are diverse as Indian climatic and physical condition. Mountain vegetation is mainly found in high mountain region. We have low temperature here, supports the growth of the trees like pine, spruce, cher, deodar and beech. Tropical vegetation forests, they are found in area with heavy rainfall, जैसे आपके western coastal plain हो गए. North east India हो गए, trees like mahogany, ebony, rubber are found in these forests. Monsoon deciduous forests are found in places which receive moderate to heavy rainfall, and trees found in this forest are sal, tea, bamboo. right? Tidal or mangrove forests are found in low-lying delta region. The Sundar Delta has the largest mangrove forest. Desert vegetation is largely found here in Thar Desert, which is located in Rajasthan. Date, palm, kikar, babool and cacti. They are found in this region. Next is conservation of natural vegetation. So, with the increase in the population, large area of the forest are cleared for farming, expansion, urban areas, setting up of industries, roads, power line. Forest cover all over the world is vanishing rapidly, so there is a urgent need to cover these valuable resources. Some of the methods to conserve forest are: first is afforestation and reforestation. Afforestation means creating new forest in the places where there is no trees before. Degraded pasture, agricultural land or any other barren land that can be used for this purpose. The forest land which can be destroyed by fire or other activities should be reforested. This can be done through natural as well as artificial method. Now, regulated and planned cutting of trees. Cutting of forest should be regulated. Then we have protection of forest. As you know that existing forest should be protected. Commercial cutting और unorganized grazing, जो commercial cutting है और unorganized grazing है, वो factor है जो किसके लिए responsible है? Disappearance of the forest. There are also several forest disease. You can see over here what it is. We have that are parasite, fungi, rust, mist lots, viruses and nematodes, right? So, which cause destruction of trees, and these should be taken care of either by the use of chemical spray, antibiotics or by the development of disease resistant strains of trees. Control over forest fire. Destruction or the loss of forest by fire fairly common. Trees are highly exposed to fire. Once a tree start in the forest, it becomes difficult to control. We have natural processes like lightning, friction between the trees due to speedy winds start forest fire. But in the most cases, if we talk about, it gets started by human either intentionally or unintentionally. Next is awareness program. There are many awareness program also like social forestry, Van Mahotsav, which should be encouraged at the regional and community level. Then we have wildlife. It includes animals, birds, insects as well as aquatic life form. Animals maintain ecological balance. जो animals है वो क्या maintain करते हैं? Ecological balance in the ecosystem. And they also provide several products like milk, meat, hides, wool. Insects like bees, what they provide us? Honey. Help in pollination of flower, play an important role as decomposer in the ecosystem. Birds feed on insects and what they act as? Like a decomposer. Vulture, due to their ability to feed dead animals, they are called scavengers. They are vital in cleaning the environment. So, all animals, whether big or small, are integral to maintain balance in the ecosystem. Now, conservation of wildlife. So, there has been a significant degradation and depletion of wildlife over the world. Changes in climatic condition and human interference, what it causes? Loss of natural habitats for animals. Indiscriminate mining, poaching, deforestation, soil erosion, construction of activities, forest fire, tsunami, landslide. These are some human-made and natural factors which leads to extinction of wildlife. Animals and birds like lion, black buck, tiger, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich, peacock, they are hunted for their hides, nails, teeth, horns and spices become vulnerable. The animal can be protected and conserved by taking strict and effective measures. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserve should be built to protect natural vegetation and wildlife. Now, we have encouraged many school children to watch migratory birds and endemic animals, visit national parks and wildlife sanctuary and participate in nature camps also. Many countries have also passed laws against the trade as well as killing of birds and animals. In India, killing of lion, tiger, deer, great Indian bustard and peacock is illegal. To protect natural vegetation and wildlife, international conventions, some sites कहते हैं, and endangered species has been established. There are some features like it is an international agreement between government. It lists several species of animals and birds whose trade is prohibited. It seeks to ensure the international trade in wild animals also. Roughly 6,610 species of animals and 34,310 species of plants. They are protected under this convention. जिसमें आपके bear, dolphin, coral, alloys, these all are included. Now, a chapter has been completed. Hope you understood each and everything. Now we will meet in the next class. Thank you.